I want to feel your hand like.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or 2 ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going. What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dahna and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Dahnans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dahna. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zoogles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alvin, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Remember, if the paint's too much...
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Zoogle policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then. Anything in armor is all. That shell's hiding something dangerous.
Ready to go! Denied!
I'm on.
Shield and haste!
Lightning orb! Stand to the
You're
wind!
mine!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummel is to me.
Both hearts stand to the wind! Sleep on! More for the subtile!
Did you hear it? Demons descend! Flashing bang!
Look sharp!
It's almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
This!
Equal or not!
No further!
Wind astrolabe!
Do it!
Purge malevolence!
Kisara, I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Vanquish
Anything in
darkness!
armor is
Go
all.
in!
I'm not done!
Look sharp! Round and pound!
Divine streak!
This one's mine!
Kisara, frozen!
Hammer! Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, this limb kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me, and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Shion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Shion, then we defeat Volron, and liberate Dahna. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture. Forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight it.
Okay.
Why? Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight. By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going. Thistleum was founded by Dahnans fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Dahnans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon. Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Shion?
Of course not! Shion's our friend! Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almadria was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almadria. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara. Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
No choice. Here I come!
Regenerate!
Take one! Here I come! Thanks!
Denied! Big blast!
I'm not done!
Begin!
It's almost too strong!
Split it open!
Be my
I'll
guest!
run you through! Those I miss. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Benediction! Double demon fang! It's on! You picked the wrong fight!
I can carve through armor!
Man,
Can you take it? Totally! In an instant! Impact block! I can feel my power growing!
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle? You're saying we should check the owl forest? You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
No choice. You're mine! Rising Wyvern! Rising Token! Take this! Double Demon Fang!
If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
Take this!
Regeneration!
Double Demon Fang! Thanks! Rising Falcon!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Double Demon
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
It's over! Double Demon! In an instant! Impact Block!
Dance in the wind!
Come on,
roll now!
Rending you apart! Looks like we won.
Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch?
No backing down!
Take this! Rising Wyvern!
Negative gate.
Sonic Pistol! Eat dirt!
Big blast.
Are those arms even natural?
Carve through
It's
armor.
over!
Dance in the wind!
You're mine!
I'm just
Double
getting
Demon
started.
Fang!
Leave me
Now.
ensnaring to me.
Frozen?
Hammer. Resonate with the earth.
You're mine!
Stalagmite.
Sword!
They
Double Demon Fang!
rending you apart. Bloody howling.
Rising Falcon! Take this!
Do it. Don't leave. Hey. Blow them away.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
No.
It's on.
Ready to go!
You're not. I'm on it. I'll tear you apart. Can you take it?
Mirage!
Divine Fury, here
Rising
goes!
Wyvern!
Shine. Radiant light. Now we're
Rip it! Double Demon Fang!
Regenerate. Allow me to help you.
Arrow
Eat
Spear!
this. In a vine. Now I'm
Thanks,
real
Kisara.
mad.
You're mine!
I'm nearly done for.
Lightning
Anything in
Radiant!
armor is all mine. That
Here.
armor won't save you.
I'll be saving
Here we
this
go
one.
again.
Eat dirt!
Talon
You're
Hurricane.
mine! Thanks! Double Demon Fang!
I'm on a roll
Rising
now.
Wyvern!
I'm ready. Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade. That's
May
much
a
better.
thousand gales
Here
carry
I
this
come!
way.
Elusive deity. Hitting pile driver. Leave the charges to me. Far enough.
Now,
Elusive deity. What's this? Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
This should make for some... good weapon crafting material.
Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho!
Feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered could be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho! An opponent like this should be easy.
Not on my watch!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Darkness!
Double Demon Fang!
Force of regeneration.
Forgive me. This is my
Not done!
Illuminate the dark!
This one
storm keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Ride this one, all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Out of the woods, it seems.
I'm not done!
I'll face you.
Double demon back! Rising wyvern!
Do it!
Double leap! In an instant! Impact block!
Dance in the wind! Air
Can't get out of this!
Light astral energy!
That was a little close for comfort.
Let's see what you've got.
Nothing gets by me!
Swallow the
Rising falcon!
Let us
smash you!
Take this!
Now
Double demon back! Sonic thrust! No escape! Rising wyvern! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Benediction light.
I'm on it!
Heaven Hurricane!
Rising
Rivet
wyvern!
Tear!
This one's all mine! You're finished!
I'm ready!
Blow them away!
Lightning condemned! Arc sealed!
You're finished!
Illuminate the
Eat
dark!
dirt! Face you!
Not in your dreams! That's
No escape! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! My turn!
They smite with dragon blade.
Dragon Shell!
Rising Falcon! First strike!
Whirlwind Air!
Rising wyvern!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
Let's see what you've got.
Take this! You're finished!
Now you see what I can do!
Sonic thrust!
Dance in the wind!
So thy
Rising
mystery
wyvern!
Simian pest. I shall feel you wait for death.
Double demon back! This one's all mine! Here I come!
Now I'm in the groove!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Double demon
In a
back!
bind? Do it!
Arrow Squall!
I'm practically unstoppable.
Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho!
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Right, here goes! Rising wyvern! How about this? Soaring light spear! Rising falcon! It's over!
More for the summer!
Double demon fang!
Illuminate the dark!
Pierce through! Here I
Far enough!
This one's all mine! Eat dirt!
Do it!
Blow them away! Here I come!
There you go!
You're mine!
Radiant light.
Smash you!
Force of regeneration.
Illuminate
I'm
the
on
dark!
it! Take this!
I'm just getting started!
You're finished! You're mine!
Hurricane!
Stardust!
Rip and tear!
Rising falcon!
Shield Force! Raging
It's
Cascade
over!
now!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Citizen!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky. Discourteous, aren't you?
No escape!
You require a
I'm
hand.
on it! Rising
Hurricane!
Hurricane! You're
Can't
finished!
get out of this.
I'm on it!
Soda!
You're done! Whirlwind snap!
Dance in the wind!
Here I come! It's on! You picked the wrong button! Rising Wyvern! Start up! Take this! You're finished!
Kitara, frozen!
Hammer! Ready and raring! I can carve through
Lightning orb!
Here I come!
Illuminate the dark!
Double demon fang!
I'm just getting started!
Sonic thrust! Take this! You're finished!
Far enough!
Double demon
Kitara,
fang!
frozen!
Hammer!
My turn!
Rending you apart! Bloody
Illuminate the dark!
ready.
Lock!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
What?
Really? Doch. Dohalim, I'm going to look into some seasonal fishing spots.
By all means.
Leave the preparations to me as well. I'll bring the rods. Would you prefer your fish served grilled or raw?
I'll trust your judgment, Kisara.
That was nothing. Be a breeze. Get in, get out. Demon Rage!
Pierce through!
That frickin' does it!
Double demon fang!
Dragon Shell!
Not in your dreams!
It's on! You're mine! Persona! I owe you one.
I'm clean first!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Eat dirt!
Swallow dance!
Sweet now.
Here I come!
Stockpile.
We did it! Rising Wyvern!
Ready to grip and tear!
Rising Thump!
Illuminate the
No
dark.
further!
Come forth, holy quiver!
I can carve through
Holy
armor!
land!
Take this!
Far enough! I'm ready!
Kitara, frozen!
Hammer!
Water astral energy!
Elusive deity! Begin! Hurricane!
It's on! Strike!
Arrow
Double
shell!
demon fang! Mirage!
Resonate
Double
with
demon
the
fang!
Dark
Pierce through!
Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Hi, Hoodle!
No escape! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Strike! Hold nothing back! You picked the wrong fight! Here I come! Double demon fang! You're mine! Double demon fang! Storm! Too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it up.
I'll smash you!
Vanquish
Take
darkness!
this! You're finished!
Solo dance!
You're mine!
I'm on it!
You're finished!
Start up! Far enough!
Now!
Demons descend! Flashing bang!
The earth
I'm on
rots in pain.
You're mine!
Watch this!
Double demon fang!
There's always room for improvement.
What's this thing?
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Take this!
Take it!
Now!
Rising Rising! Eat dirt!
Illuminate the dark!
Sonic Thrust! Rising Rising! In an instant! Impact Cross!
First strike!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
It's over! Double Demon Fang! You're mine! It's over! Rising Wyvern! You're on!
Let Astralanergie charge
Here I come!
our big waterfall! Now!
Demons descend! Flashing bang!
First strike! Here I come!
There you apart! I'm ready!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
I can feel my power growing!
Hey, look at that enemy. It's shiny.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Pierce through!
Hitting pile driver!
Pierce through!
Soaring blast! Is this on for size?
Here I come! Eat dirt!
Charge malevolence!
I'll stop it, charge!
Thanks, Kitara.
Watch anything in order.
Demon Fang!
Dance in the wind!
No further!
In here!
Rising Wyvern!
More for the stockpile!
Rising Feather!
My reach is even wider.
Sonic Thrust!
Can you take it?
Here I come!
Hitting pile driver! Pile drive!
Now!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! Shine! Radiant light!
Here I come!
Regeneration!
Double Demon Fang!
Regenerate! Don't suffer in silence.
Here!
Now I'm in the groove!
Dance in the wind!
That's
Not in your dreams!
You picked the wrong
I'll
side!
face you!
You're finished!
Gusty
No
nail!
charge! Swallow dance! Onward and upward. What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Have you guys checked your equipment lately? My body seems to be doing okay.
That was nothing.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
You're still awake?
I've always been something of a night owl. Ever since back when I was someone's property. Turning in for the night only made the next day come quicker. I wasn't in any great rush.
Sorry.
What about yourself? Care to share something from before I knew you? You were part of a mage clan, right? Must have been handy being able to rely on magic for everything.
Hardly. In fact, not at all. Magic's not so special when you're not allowed to use it. Always scared of who might be watching?
Right. Sorry about that. I guess I've read too many fairy tales.
We were still made to study it every day. It doesn't make any sense if you think about it, studying the very thing you're being persecuted for. But that's what we did, just like our parents and their parents before them. Honestly, I don't even know how far back it goes.
If memory serves, mages have been the stuff of legend for ages. Even as far back as 3 centuries ago, they were myths. Your people were persecuted even before the Renans got here.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the less it makes sense though. I mean, it was astral arts that let the Renans dominate Dahna, right? Why didn't mages end up being the rulers of Dahna then?
Maybe they tried, but they just didn't have the numbers. Or maybe domination just wasn't something they were interested in. Have you ever considered it might have been something like that?
I guess I haven't.
I wonder why magic alone attracted the attention it did. Swords can be just as lethal in the right hands. Why not ban them?
My best guess? Swordsmanship can be learned by anyone. Magic's more of an exclusive club.
So, you either have the gift or you don't. When something's not easily obtainable, it's hard to comprehend. People are scared of what they don't understand. And fear leads to persecution. So the problem's not magic. It could just as easily have been anything.
Yeah. Night, everyone. Another day, another gald. Sleep now.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Bestow thy mystic mercy!
Double demon fang!
Do it!
Fairy surfing! Totally! In an instant! Impact claw!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
No choice! Here I come!
The
Double demon fang! You picked the wrong fight! You're mine!
everlasting!
Double Benediction light.
Eat this!
Heal!
Here I come! I'll tear you apart!
Double demon fang! They might stop it! You're mine! It's over! You're mine! Execution!
Now!
Illuminate the tomb! Rising one! You picked the wrong fight!
I'm just getting started!
Do it! Doubly! In an instant! Impact block!
Small, but victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me, I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you 1,000,000 times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false! Thunderblade!
Ah, what are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh, it's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cislodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... You know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Well, yeah, but still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms? You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city.
Is it just me, or does Rinwell suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach, I could hardly believe my eyes.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. Law and Kisara had to hang back to convince the villagers we meant them no harm. More than that, though. There are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almadria. But I guess I'm through making snap judgments based on someone's origin. At least, I'm trying to be. I guess you could say it's a work in progress.
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard effort wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring to hear, right, Dohalim?
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion is certainly welcome.
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though, not so much a fan of that.
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renan trait.
Really? In that case, I won't have to feel guilty getting annoyed by it.
Let's see what you've got.
No escape! Soda! You're mine! It's over!
It's a duel of the elements!
You're mine!
Impermanent render!
You're finished!
Eat this! That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Away!
Leave it back!
That freaking does it!
You're mine! I could do without this pain! You're mine! It's over! Take this!
I thought you were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Do it! Come on,
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
I think I'm getting stronger.
Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you... Oh. Right.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
You're mine! Rising Wyvern!
On your deck, Dohalim.
And tonight's meal is on you.
You've got it.
It's over! Double demon fang!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and totally to me. These fists have got your name on them. I've let you all down.
You'll pay for that!
Beyond.
Rising
Indeed, this
falcon!
vanquish
Hold nothing back!
beyond. Indeed, this vanquish soul of life.
Double demon fang!
Our hearts are being interrupted.
Sonic thrust!
Negative gate.
You're mine! Double demon fang!
We got the advantage.
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because laws are...
Totally! In an instant!
Impact block!
We work well together, like a finely timed waltz.
I'll make it! You're mine! Double demon fang!
Is that a healing art?
It is. I can't ignore you.
I'll try to be more careful.
That was a little close for comfort.
Let's see what you've got.
In a vine?
Take this! Double demon fang!
Show thy mystic mercy.
Pierce through!
Leave the enemy turns to me.
Milk is right here!
Illuminate the dark.
You picked the wrong fight!
Instinct sharpened.
Smash you! Do it!
Totally! In an instant!
Impact block!
We work well together, like a finely timed waltz.
You're mine!
Dance in the wind.
Rising water!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
You're finished!
Bloody hell! What's
Take
this?
this! Double demon fang! It's over! Double demon fang! Take this! Rising falcon!
Now!
You're off!
Look sharp!
Lightning tiger blade! How's that for a kick? I'm getting better, right?
Quite. I'll be relying on your fancy footwork.
Does fancy footwork mean running away like a chicken?
No!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Can't get out of this.
It's over! Double demon! Rising water! No escape!
If it hides, just mess it out again. Hold on to your arm. Here I come.
Eat dirt!
No armor can stop me!
Remind me to
Don't mind
stay
if
on
I
your
do.
good side.
I'll be here and now! I'm ready!
Lightning orb.
Look sharp!
Lightning tiger blade! See that?
That training's paying off.
Rising up!
I'm just
It's
getting
over!
started.
Double demon fang! Totally! In an instant!
Impact block!
Leave the charges to me.
Sleep now.
Far enough!
More for the sun.
The earth!
Double demon fang! Rising water!
Dance!
Rising falcon!
Doubling.
Light burst forth.
Radiant genesis.
There's always room for improvement.
Rising Falcon! Here I come! Thank you! I'm not done! Dance in the wind! I shall ensure you survive this! You picked the wrong fight!
I'm ready! Ihra, frozen! Hammer!
Reflect on thy sin! They smite with your mind! Double Demon Fang! You're done! I'll tear you apart! Execution! On your knees! It's your doubling! In an instant! Impact block! This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Double Demon Fang!
Eat this!
Take this! Here I come! Double Demon Fang!
I thought you were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
We're cleaning house.
Let me take the rest. Well, someone's feeling lively.
Radiant light!
Now I'm in trouble.
You must be tired slowly. I'm merely doing what I can.
Let's run up.
Demons descend! Flashing bang! Easy! Way to go! Alright, now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Resonate with the earth!
May 1,000 years carry your thread!
Rising Wyvern!
Gusty nail!
Denied! It's over! Double Demon
I'm ready!
Well!
Demons descend!
Flashing bang!
I've been doing really great lately.
I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it...
No backing down! You're mine! Double Demon Fang! There! Take this! Rending you up! You're mine!
Light after lightning down!
Double Demon Fang!
Save you!
Eater!
Holy land!
Double Demon Fang! I'm ready! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
In a bind? Its armor's too strong. Split it up! Be my guest! Negative gate! It's over! Blood! Rending you apart! Benediction light! Not again! Come one, come all! Eat this! Double Demon Fang! Glimmer Dragon!
Raging Hope this works!
Double Demon Fang!
Excellent technique. How are your weapons holding up? That's not to give me any idea.
We managed to pull through.
Demon Fang! Rising One! You picked the wrong fight! Take this! Double Demon Fang! Rise up! Eagle Ray!
Lightning orb!
It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Double Demon Fang! Rising Falcon! Take this!
All back in there to now! Glad you have...
Blow them away!
Raging Cascade!
You're mine! You're done! You're mine!
Octave Waterfall! Here!
Now it's my turn! Here I come!
Smash you!
Prepare to be over!
In a bind?
All in all! Take this up! Double Demon Fang! Here I come! Double Demon Fang! No escape! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
A comfortable win.
You're finished!
Ready to go!
Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal. Here I come! First strike! Double demon fang!
Glimmer dragon!
Pierce through! Take this!
Vanquish darkness! I'm on it! We got the advantage!
Good.
No
Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because Law's on.
Here I come!
Don't mind if I do.
Smash you!
You picked the wrong fight! Take this!
I'm ready!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! Guess we don't know our own strength.
You could say that again.
Pow!
No escape! Start it!
Illuminate the dark!
I'm like Thank you, the official beat. I'm on it! I'll tear you apart!
Take this!
Hurricane! I'm just getting started! I'm ready!
In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed
I've used too much. It's over!
Holy land!
Ready to go!
Here goes!
Rising
Dance
Wyvern!
in the wind!
Rising Falcon! Rising Wyvern! It's over!
Smash you! Soaring blast!
Illuminate the magic is there! Holy land! We're in the home stretch, guys.
What you say? Eyes on the prize!
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
Here I come!
Do it! I'll stop your movement! And I'll stop your life! Eat this! Dragon Shell! I'm just getting started! Pile driver!
Double demon fang!
Tornado drive!
Here I come!
Don't mind if I do.
Double demon fang!
No further!
Do it! Double me! In an instant! Impact block! I can feel my power growing!
and thus our strength yet grows.
Looks like some solid equipment. How much farther?
I don't think we're even halfway there yet. Hang in there.
No backing down! They got me flanked!
Eat dirt!
How to get it? Your mind can carve through armor!
And this is
Deity!
Double demon Sonic thrust! Rising Wyvern! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
Elusive Deity! Eagle Ray!
Here I come! Double demon fang!
Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Illuminate the dark!
Dragon Shell!
Here I You're mine! Double Demon Fang!
Do it!
It's over!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Tempting! You're mine!
I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Nice one, Alphin.
Yeah, there's more where that came from.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
I'm impressed just how well balanced this thing is.
What is this place?
Careful. We've got company.
Doesn't look like we're getting past without a fight.
Watch your feet. Fall from here and it's curtains.
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way!
Save your breath! All that thing sees is a talking meal!
Then let's show it how wrong it is! Is it trying to stop us?
Eat this!
You picked the wrong fight!
Exploit the enemy's weakness!
You're mine! Double Demon Fang! Rising
There you
Wyvern!
go! Don't let out!
Here I come!
Take this!
Thunder Field!
Here I come! Strike!
Tempest engulfs you!
Rising Wyvern!
Thousand Gales!
Rising Kraken!
Dance in the wind!
Mystic
Air
mercy!
thrust! Its wings are lighting up!
It's getting ready to attack!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on.
Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Benediction light.
Now you see what I can do! It's finished!
Let's do it!
I'm not done! Rising Wyvern!
Watch this!
Eat dirt!
Does it hurt? Dance on the way!
It looks like you got this covered. Magic is
Rising Wyvern!
Rising
Rising Falcon!
Denied! Now I'm in the groove! Swallow
Double
dance!
Demon Fang!
Catapult!
You're on!
Lightning orb!
Throbs in pain.
Lightning condemned!
Dark
Thunder blade! Illuminate the
lunar
dark
storm!
out in your dreams!
Swallow dance!
So thy mystic not my finest. Forgive
Try
me.
harder!
This is my fault.
Take charge, Malevolence! Arctic waterfall! Freeze Lancer! Dance in the wind!
Imbue this vanquished soul with love. Resuscitation.
Dance in the wind! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy
Piss
River,
off!
holy land!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it. Glimmer dragon!
Here goes raging
Far enough.
cascade!
You're mine!
Now!
I'm doubling in an instant! Impact block!
Hit lightning
You're
command!
mine!
Eat this!
Nothing's different from before.
It's about to come at us! Look sharp! Holy land!
Negative days.
The enemy is going all out!
Lost my focus.
Lightning command!
Take this! Rising Rider!
Illuminate the dark!
Eagle fly!
Let's tear him up.
Lightning command!
You're mine! Rise up!
Illuminate the dark!
Rising Wyvern!
Forth, holy
Rising
River,
Pit!
holy land!
Talon hurricane! Rip it to tear! Why, thank you, your lordship.
And will you lay down your life for your cause?
Well, I mean, hey, let's not be hasty.
You picked the wrong fight!
Negative days. On your...
Gale force!
I'm on it. Talon hurricane! Anything in armor is all mine.
Double demon!
I can handle it.
Radiant light.
Illuminate the dark!
This isn't looking good!
Holy River, holy land!
I feel like me again. Bestow thy mystic
Dance
mercy.
in the wind! Air thrust!
That's the spot.
Purge malevolence!
Take this!
Magic is there!
Rising Rider!
Denied.
You're mine! Stardust!
Shouldn't have messed with me.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Photon blast!
Take
Radiant
this!
energy!
Rising Wyvern!
Fresh!
Rising Falcon!
Eat this.
Wide open!
Won't escape me.
I'm on a roll now.
You're finished!
Take this. Glimmer dragon.
Here I come! Double demon fang!
Anything in armor is all mine.
Falling behind.
What? Looks like this one's mine.
Like hell it is! This one's all mine!
I'm on
Take this!
all good things come to an end.
They're not playing around!
Show thy mystic mercy.
I'm in your debt, Dohalim.
Then tonight's meal is on you.
You've got what to make.
What the doctor ordered!
Bestow thy mystic mercy.
Thunder field!
Double demon fang!
Yeah, appreciate the concern.
The sooner you stop thanking, the sooner you can start helping.
I mean, yes, but
Double demon fang!
they smite.
Double demon fang!
Divine strength!
Take this.
Illuminate the
with
Try
dark!
harder!
Come forth, holy glimmer! Holy land!
Anything in armor is all mine. Show thy mystic mercy.
You picked the wrong
I'm ready.
fight! Doubling in an instant! Impact block!
With fauna like that, I'm impressed so many people from Thistleum made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've cleared the way a bit, right?
No. So long as people feel the need to face terrain this perilous, I'd say true safety's some way off.
You mean defeating Volron and putting an end to the crown contest, right? I guess that would be the best solution here, huh?
We've wasted enough time here already. Let's get going. Shion needs us.
How are we still not there yet? It feels like we've been climbing this mountain forever.
It helps if you try not to look up or down. All you need is silent determination. Talking too much will only waste energy and burn you out.
I'm too tired to look up or down, even if I wanted to.
Take care you don't fall, at least. Unless you want to make a Zoogel's day, that is.
Zoogles? Why would they care if I fell or not?
How would you feel if a 3-course meal fell right out of the sky at your feet?
Zoogle chow.
Law? Best not to listen to him if you can help it. You'll only be encouraging him if you do.
Tell me that before I listen next time.
Still, Dohalim has a point. One wrong step and it's curtains.
Wouldn't it be great if we could all fly like Hoodle? I bet even the refugees who didn't make it would have made it to Thistleum that way.
Until we magically sprout wings. Let's just watch where we're stepping instead, okay? Come on. Shionne's waiting for us.
Then tonight's meal is on you. Good God.
Now! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off! You're finished! Dragon! I'm not done! Rising Wyvern! Stunner! I'm ready! Go! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Purge malevolence! Arcane
Thank you! Does it hurt? Double Demon Style!
How much longer will our healing arts last?
We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
About damn time. My knees are singing symphonies over here.
Look, there it is.
That's it. That's Pelegion, the seat of Volron's power.
So that's where Shionne's being held?
Most likely.
Most likely.
That is what I said, yes.
Pelagian's still our best lead. So that's where we go, right?
Any advice before we head in there?
No.
No?
In the ancient tongue, Ganeth Heros means Fortress of Naught, though I fail to see what insight that nugget of trivia holds.
I guess I just thought you might have something we could use.
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for is its shroud of secrecy. It is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind that you can't be too careful inside.
Speaking of which, just how are all of us planning to get inside exactly?
It's not like there are any secret passages.
We've come this far. If there's no other way in, I guess we'll just have to use the front gate. Volron told us to come find him, which means he's expecting us. Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
Land of water or no, this place has a most curious atmosphere.
I'd be taking a dip in it if the circumstances were better.
Sorry, but we have to push through for now. Shionne is waiting.
Yeah, I hear ya. A soak can wait.
I sure hope nothing bad's happened to Shionne.
Keep those thoughts to yourself, Rinwell. Everyone's anxious enough as it is.
Sorry, it's just... I can't seem to stop thinking about it. What do you think it is that Volron wanted with her anyway?
Going by what he said back on Almadria's ship, it would appear his primary target is Alphen. Though, it's likely he hasn't forgotten the blow he sustained at Shionne's hand either. That might even be what ignited his interest.
Yeah, did you see the way he reacted? It was like he was enjoying every moment. Even his pain at Shionne's thorns. Oh, that guy's just creepy.
Let's just hope he's keeping his perverted tendencies in check.
What? Law? Don't say things like that.
It's not like we weren't all thinking it.
That's still no reason to...
All right, you two. Now that's enough already. Alfin shouldn't have to grit his teeth while he listens to you.
Oh,
Sorry.
I swear I've seen that castle somewhere before. Right. I remember...
This shall suffice. Please, everyone.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? I wanted to ask you something.
I'm all ears.
How much contact did you have with the other lords back in the day?
I only saw or exchanged words with them on a handful of occasions. Not that I was particularly keen on even that much.
Almadria made it sound like the two of you had some kind of history together.
She was like that with all of the lords, not just me. She was always interested in who she could use, who had value for her own ends. Having said that, she wasn't quite so brazen back when we were still in Lenegus. In a sense, she may have been a victim of the crown contest as well.
Almadria? A victim?
To a Renan, there is no greater honor in life than being chosen to serve as a lord, let alone to go on and become the next sovereign. We are taught that from the day we leave the womb. There are few Renans who wouldn't be ecstatic at the prospect of ascending to lordship.
You were like that though, right? You've always struck me as a more grounded guy.
No sane Renan would ever dare admit that their interests lie in anything but power and prestige, even if they feel so in their heart of hearts.
The more you talk about it, the more it seems like the crown contest is nothing but misery for Renans, too.
Which is why I seek to end it. Not that I imagine Dahnans such as Rinwell are all that interested in hearing tales of woe such as mine. We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Shall we get moving?